Athletes are ready to take the field. What an exciting matchup we have in store for you this afternoon, built around the pageantry, tradition, and everything that makes college football great. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the UAB Blazers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week. The Blazers will get us started with the opening kickoff. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So the Arkansas Razorbacks offense takes the field to start this game off. And they... Offense set on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Armstrong. Stopped after making the catch. After that last completion, it's second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. To the air, it's Green. Hit as he throws. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. The Blazers offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. And the Blazers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Buys a little time. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to pass. It's Green. He lets one fly deep. Fires into traffic. Picked off. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field.
Stop on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Blazers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. He wants to throw. Steps to his left, out of the pocket. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack.
And that is your job. The O-line has to protect the quarterback. That's the most important position on the field. You got to make sure you keep him upright. You got to do a better job.
Not a lot of productivity on that last play. They'll try it again on 2nd and long from the 23. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Back to throw, it's Green. And the quarterback is snowed under.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Razorbacks will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. On the move, it's just causing wreckage in the secondary. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Snags a quick pass on the left. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. Now on 2nd down. Off play action. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic. Intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Fires the pass, intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Blazers have it with a 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. And this will be a short one from about 21 yards out. He got it. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chain. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Running back goes in motion. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give to the tailback.
Now that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Snagged in the middle. It's hot. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that 1st down. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And they pick up the 1st down in what might be the last play here in the 1st quarter. The quarter comes to a close and UAB is on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. He'll do it himself. Pass to Stetson, still on his feet. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. So after the huge chunk play, they've got it 1st and goal from the 10. From the gun, give on the inside. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He'll keep it himself. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Fires to the end zone. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Timing has to be so good. When you're throwing at his own defense over the middle of the field, the ball's got to come out specifically on time because these windows close really quickly. Ball there thrown a little bit late. As a result, it's an INT.
UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution.
And a sack all the way back at the 5.
I tell you what, man, you better be looking at your puppy dog feet and seeing where they are, Palmer. You don't want to get back in that end zone and bad things happen when you get sacked.
I don't know if you want to even risk this quarterback having to hold on to the football very much longer after watching that last play. This defense right now is pinning their ears back on this area of the field, and they are getting after him quick.
And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And the Blazers will try to pin them back with the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the middle mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Second down coming up. Here's the handoff. Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Here comes third and short from the 27. This defense trying to make them settle for a field goal. They'll try to run for it. The Razorbacks have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Caught behind the line. It's Green. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. To the air. It's Green. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. On the ground, it's Jacob. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. The Blazers want to crank the tempo. Motion from the offense. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Fairly manageable distance here on 3rd down from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. And the Blazers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the single back.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical.
Snares it outside. It's McDonald. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. To the ground to try to pick up the first. The Blazers are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Used the play fake. Now to throw. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed. And if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies because you have got to stop this offense just marching down.
And the Blazers are in the red zone. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the field goal unit is on the field. And he's already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 26 for a 36-yard try. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Wisconsin is in trouble right now, and unless something changes, this is the type of day that can crush morale. Not Bucky's finest day at the office. They're trailing by 15 to Alabama. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Snatch it quickly on the left. They stop him just a link or 2 short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. Looking for room, it's Jackson. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to move it through the air. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35. Line gets set, first down. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Blazers want to move quickly. Wide out in motion. Leaves it with the running back. Trying to pound their way forward, he picks up a couple to the 31. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Getting some heat. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Running back searching for a hole. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Went to the running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. Got him free for a big gainer to the 43. After that completion, moved the chains. Now 1st down.
Well, that was a dart right there. He's going to give Arkansas a chance because in the old days in the SEC, you had to run the football if you were going to win championships. Today, you better be able to get it done through the air. When you think of all the great play callers in this league and all the Heisman Trophy winners this league has seen at the QP position in recent years, you better be able to do it throwing the ball. This guy, I think, gives Arkansas a chance with his arm.
Dropping back, it's Green. Working that left side now. And they pick up just a few on that completion. 3rd and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Out of the backfield, he's open. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. He finds his man. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. He makes the grab. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Trying to barge their way in. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Buying some time. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And that's a nice drive, a nice physicality, punching it in with the run game. And here's the thing. I like where this offense is going. Nice job creating some momentum, going into the half, cutting down the lead. This thing could get really exciting. Nice job answering the bell right before the half.
Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they're now down 9-7. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finished it off with the score from the 4. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Fayetteville. And we can't get very far into this halftime breakdown without talking about that stud linebacker. The kid's been everywhere all at once through 2 quarters. From clogging gaps to causing turnovers, he's been a one-man gang. Public enemy number 1 for that opposing sideline. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Razorback Stadium.
And the Razorbacks will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Coming out with it, it's Hawkins. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Quick completion to the right. At the 45 on its way. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll try the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Blazers in the hurry up.
You got to give the defense defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him, they have been gang tackling him, and getting a lot of penetration up front.
Oh, he makes the catch. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. The Blazers send out the punt unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy. Tried to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long. And he's thrown another interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. 2nd and goal coming up. Trying to pound it in. Smashes through the tackle. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Blazers. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. South Carolina looks lost today, and boy, does it show right now on the scoreboard. Almost like the coaching staff spent the week in Hilton Head instead of the film room. They're trailing by 20 to LSU. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. To throw, it's screen. Got his man downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy at quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to push the ball down the field and get some guys out of the box, it makes this offense even more exciting.
Got his man quickly. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. The Razorbacks will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Quickly to the tight end.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
He makes the connection. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
Well, offensive coordinators put in countless hours every week trying to formate and use different different personnel groupings, shifts and motions to give their offense a success on third down. You can tell in this game, this offensive coordinator, he has put in the work this week.
Handoff to the lone back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. And the Blazers are in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Zeno. Immediately fires to the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Blazers are on the move.
Defenses throughout the week study every third down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
Now on second and short.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for a quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. He's got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Blazers come to the line with a new set of downs. Caught in the backfield. It's McDonald. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. They go to the ground. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Looking for the score. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
And that's just excellent cover. That cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it in the tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that.
Picked off! Couldn't find much room on the return, but what a costly miscue, and they've got it at the 26-yard line.
Really nice job there by the defense, because I think they baited the QB into trying to fit that one in over the middle of the field. Remember, it's a big zone coverage. They've all got their eyes on him back there in the pocket, and they just let him feel like, maybe I can fit this football in. Not so fast. They come away with the pick.
Looking to throw, it's Zeno. Fires to the right. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on second down. The play action fake. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a third and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Forced to just throw it away on third down, and now they face fourth. So here comes the field goal unit again. This kicker has already made 3 in this one. Oh, and he missed it. No good. Missed a chance to stretch this lead. It's still sitting on 9. Ready to send out this offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Caught over the middle. It's Armstrong. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. A first down for the offense. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Wide open. He makes the catch. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And once he got loose, it was all over. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game, get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step one accomplished.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish strong.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. The Blazers will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Zeno. Got his man on the right. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get him tackle for him else.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
3rd and 1 situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And the Blazers will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
And I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. Looking to throw for it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Runs through a tackle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Razorbacks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Using the quick game. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. Back to throw, it's Green. Makes his connection. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So this is going to be rife with drama and overflowing with pressure on this field goal try. And the try is no good. And with that miss, still down by a deuce and missing an opportunity to take the lead. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? That kind of play can really get it going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the 0 at the 37.
Man, we needed that so bad. We needed the football. Had to get a stop, forcing a turnover. Best case scenario, offense back on the field, trailing in the fourth quarter. Time to go win.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Looking for space. It's Jackson. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete. Get the field goal from here. It's a 51-yarder. Get a few on third down, and life is much better. They're bringing heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And they didn't have to blitz. They brought in the dime package, more speed on the field so we can cover in the back end, and then let the D-line do what great D-line do.
This game will come down to this, a field goal try to save them. This for a lead here in the fourth quarter. And he rushes it right through the upright. It's good from 59. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Miami is running away with this one, thanks to an offense that may get its own 30 for 30 after this one. They're up by 18 over Ball State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Going to the running game. Can't get him to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Blazers come to the line in the hurry-up. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Payne. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right frame.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Zeno. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And the Blazers will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th run of the day. A fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He makes the catch. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. On the run, it's Jackson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. From the gun, the running back has it. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Trying to impose their will with the run. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas! Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the 4th. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Hawkins. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. UAB regains possession of the Blazer offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped up to 17. UAB has the ball back, ready to send the offense out to go to work. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Thomas. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
They'll go to the ground. And he is swarmed under a host of defenders there to make the stop. The Blazers headed quickly to the line. Looking for a man. It's Zeno. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. They've already moved the chains a couple of times on this drive. Now out close to midfield. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. Gives it to the back on the draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he'll take it in. They couldn't get him on the ground. Touchdown, UAB.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short game. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. The give, and tick, 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 tick. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Looking downfield, it's Green. He's got his man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a 1st down. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. He'll run it again. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, Arkansas! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
On to attempt the try. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Liberty is torching the opposition today, lighting up that scoreboard thanks to a dazzling offensive display. They're up by 21 over UTEP. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game. But the drive off to a good start. You get the 1st down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
They've crossed midfield at the 45 with a 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Zeno. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. They'll try try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. The aerial assault continues. Pocket starts to collapse. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's got it, and they convert. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They'll mark you down to the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. And they spike it to stop the clock. They'll come to the line just trying to keep their hope alive on third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. He's looking to throw. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And this is always an interesting spot for me now because you're going to have to go for 2 regardless. I don't know if it's now or if it's later when you score, but at some point you're going to have to pull the trigger. So that's a you decision, but nice job by this offense getting the touchdown now to give yourself that opportunity to have a choice.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with a W.
Yeah, and it's a team game, right? The offense did their job, and now defense will have to find a way in the future to make better plays, get stops, and stop them scoring so many points, especially when your offense does their job.
And we see a lot of games like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back and forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop. And unfortunately for the losing team, they just were not able to get it done.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, Dave Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports.